I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
高山就有深渊。
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
睁开眼看呐！
Everywhere I look, all I can see is people talking about how strong Alan Chen is, how dangerous he is, how difficult of a boss fight it is to overcome, and I'm here thinking, did you guys forget about the worst boss in the game? In my opinion, Alan is not that bad if you can forget about his 30 seconds long combos that you cannot interrupt by the way because he has a shield that you have to take away. He's not that bad. Let's talk about the real problem in this game. The Yellow Winged Sage in Black Myth Wukong, aka the Rat King, aka the guy who belongs in FIFA or EFC or whatever they call themselves nowadays. He does not belong in this game and I hate this guy. I really do hate this guy. I think he's one of the worst bosses in this game. Not because he's strong, that's the thing, he's not even strong. He just... You know what's crazy about Alan Chen, the Sacred Divinity? You actually don't have to face him. You can beat the game without ever knowing he actually exists. I'll say, okay, maybe if you want the good ending, maybe if you are seeking the Platinum Trophy or like the 100% achievement, yes, you have to face him. But the guy was chilling on his mountain with his dog, you know, having a casual day, and you went out of your way to seek him out. And what did he do? He bullied you for 3 hours, at least, at least 3 hours. You sought him out and you paid the price. So I'll say, wait, you brought this upon yourself. You know, he was just, you know, minding his business. You should have also minded your business, but you didn't. And then you were saying, yeah, he's the strongest boss. He bullied me for hours. He needs to be nerfed. The real problem is not Alan Chen. I feel like by the time you actually get to him, you have every single tool you need to actually defeat him. The problem is actually knowing how to use them, how to make them work as a build to be able to counter whatever he throws at you. I don't think he is a mountain you cannot climb. I'm not saying he's not challenging, that's the thing. I'm not saying he's not hard. He is a hard boss. But by the time you get there, you have everything you need to defeat him. It's just about knowing, getting familiar with the strat to actually take him down. When it comes to the Yellow Winged Sage, you don't have that same advantage because he is a second boss you face in chapter 2 and he is a mandatory boss. There is no going in chapter 3 if you don't beat his ass. But let's talk about the things, the items, the gear you have by the time you actually face the Red King. Well, you have Immobilize, which is a spell which works 50% of the time. You have Rock Solid, which is not as great as Cloud Step. You have the Red Tides, aka the Wolf Heat transformation, which is probably the best transformation you have at that particular time. And you have a Plague of Many, which in my opinion is a death sentence due to its heavy mana cost and the fact that, well, at the time your mana gauge is probably quite tiny. So unless you can guarantee the kill, there is no using a Plague of Many because it's going to prevent you from using all the spells. And you also have to keep in mind that this is still early game and you still have to care about your stamina bar as opposed to end game where you have so much stamina you will never be concerned about the stamina running out. But in early game, in chapter 2, you will care. The stamina will affect how aggressive you are, and sometimes you may have to make some tough decisions like, oh, do I want to attack and not be able to dodge afterwards? So all things considered, you are not looking great. However, the fight is still fair because your damage is decent. By the time you actually get to the boss, you have a decent weapon and he doesn't one-shot you. So I'll say it's fine, right? Surely this is a fair fight, right? Wrong, you are so wrong. Here's a problem with the Yellow Winged Sage. He's not even that tough, he's not even that strong. I would say even his moveset is not even complicated. He's not fast. He's not obnoxiously fast. He can still surprise you, but he's not that fast, and his combos are not lengthy. And here's the thing, chances are, by the time you actually face him in New Game Plus or on your next cycle, you are going to obliterate this guy because you're already familiar with his playstyle and your build is already great. You know, you have so much damage and this is still early game, so you're going to most likely one-shot everything which comes your way, or at least deal enough damage to just make a joke about the fight. Then why am I saying that he is unfair? I mean, not unfair, but the worst boss if he is fair to fight. Two things. This motherfucker actually has a kick, which is a grab, and there is no telling when he's about to do the grab. I used to think, wait, he will only perform the kick whenever I stay away from him, so I would keep close and personal, actually, you know, prevent him to the kick. He doesn't care. He doesn't care whether you are far away or close, and the hitbox for the kick is so wide that even if you are on the side, if you don't dodge pixel perfect, you're going to get hit. And that kick, again, there is, I feel like, even especially when you know when the kick is coming, he's going to do it, and guess what, you're going to get kicked by the kick. You're going to most likely die. I can't tell you how many runs I just lost just because I got kicked. It's like a psychological thing. It pisses you off and you can't play well anymore. You know, I've been playing games for as long as I could remember, you know, fighting bosses from game to game, you know, and there is not a single attack which pissed me off more than that one kick. I don't know what it is about the kick. I don't know why it pisses me off that much, but it does. It really pisses me off every single time. I know it's coming, he does it, and I get caught. Why? Why am I getting caught by something I saw coming? You know, I predicted it. You know, I'm backing off, you know, being ready to dodge, and I still get kicked. You know what pisses me off even more than the kick? The tornado. At the beginning of the fight, there is no tornado, but I feel like by the time you get to his phase 2, there's going to be some type of tornado or like sandstorm surrounding the arena. And that guy will sometimes hide in the tornado. I don't know if he does it on purpose, but maybe it's like just bad design, or maybe if you push him back, you know, if whenever you are fighting him, you can actually use a heavy or just damage him enough to knock him back. Maybe you actually push him on purpose in the storm, and I would expect him to come out, you know, come out of the storm, but he won't.
Now I'm starting to get angry, so I pull out my gun. Oh! I'm gonna give you count to 3 to open this closet door. 1, I'm gonna shoot you both. 2, I'm gonna cap some bitch free. Now I'm in the closet. Now I'm in the closet too.
Every single time that happens, every single time he goes into the storm, he actually waits there, and you can't tell what he's doing because, well, it is a sandstorm. That's how they're supposed to behave. They block your visibility, so he's going to hide there and attack you, but you can't tell what he's doing. You can't actually react to his move because, well, you can't see them, and he knows that. Listen, this is where he will do the unthinkable. He will actually combine the two things which piss me off. He will try to kick you from the tornado. Like, you can see the kick. Like, it was already really hard to react to before when you could see it, you know. But now he's going to prepare the kick from the tornado, and next thing you know, my bro is coming out kicking. He's coming out of the storm kicking. I'm like, oh my god, man. And I forgot to mention, whenever he's hiding, you know, in the storm, there is nothing you can do. It's like, even if you try to hit him, you won't actually be able to do any type of damage. That kind of PTSD is going to settle, where you don't want to stay too close because you won't be able to read his moves. So you're going to try to back off and go to the middle of the arena and wait, but he won't come out. Again, he will not come out of the tornado. When he does, he's going to come out kicking, and chances are he's going to kick you and boom, you're dead. I feel like they need, again, I understand that he's the Lord of Wind, you know, he's crazy strong, but having to wait for the boss to be done with whatever bullshit they're doing is very infuriating, because I don't feel like I don't feel challenged, I just feel annoyed, you know. And some bosses have those mechanics where they do things and you just have to sit there and wait for them to be done to do anything. I feel like it just breaks, you know. It's very cinematic, it's very like wow, but I'm just like waiting for them to be done, you know. Like this is my POV, I'm just like, huh? Like, are you coming down, or like do I need to go there? Wait, I can't go there. I have to wait till you're done with your thing and then I can do my thing. I feel like this just breaks the flow of combat, and this guy is just notorious for just disrupting the flow of combat by hiding and waiting for the perfect moment to kick you in the face and kill you. But again, he's not that bad to fight. If you forget about the kick, if you forget about the Sandstorm, he's not that bad until oh, I forgot something very important. Oh my god, how could I? So this guy has multiple phases, and the last one is probably the most infuriating one because he summons a tornado. Yes, you heard me. He summons a tornado inside the arena, which already, I'll say, are surrounded by a Sandstorm. I don't know why he would do that. It's such a tiny arena, and you already restricted my movement by having a Sandstorm, but now you're going to have a tornado inside the Sandstorm? Like, come on, man. That tornado is going to follow you around and yeet you out in the air, and while you are defenseless coming down, he can combo you. He can actually kill you while you are defenseless. I couldn't hit him while he was in the Sandstorm, but he can combo me when I'm in the tornado defenseless. This is crazy. This is just awesome. It's just awesome, you know. I have no words. But hey, I know what you're saying right now. Hey Giselle, there's an item in the game, there's a vessel that you get in chapter 2 to counter the tornado. Yes, I hear you. But here's the thing. I didn't know. At the time, I didn't know there was such an item in the game. How could I? The game is so massive. I mean, it's not obnoxiously massive, it's just full of secrets. Secrets you would never know can come in handy in a fight. You know, and this was the case. I didn't know there was a vessel I could have used to make the tornado go away. When I'm playing my games, I like to be immersed. I like to just find things on my own, you know. And when I'm done with the game, then I can go online and seek help and seek guides when it comes to the things I may have missed. That's how I play. And this is a reason why I was clueless as to what I needed to actually make the tornado go away. So I had to deal with it for the remainder of the fight. And let me tell you, it is a pain because it will stop you from being too aggressive. You're already panicking. So now you have to worry about the kick and the tornado, and sometimes he can do both. No, actually he can do all three at the same time. He can hide in the Sandstorm. He can wait for you to be, I'll say, lifted up by the tornado and then kick you when you land. This guy can combo you, and there is nothing you can do because again the tornado is following you, and you can tell what he's doing in the tornado. He can be shooting beams, he can be throwing Getsuga Tenshos. You can tell what he's doing because you can see what he's doing, which is why I think he is the worst boss in the game, because this guy, even though again he's not that strong, you know, he's not that complicated to learn, it's just the things he does. Those things are now to drive you nuts. Anyway, let me know down below what you think about the Yellowwind Sage and who you would say is the worst boss in this game. I'll see you soon when we discuss who actually is the strongest boss in this game. And plot twist, it is not Alan Chan. Oh no, that guy is a piece of cake compared to the other guy. Anyway, have a good day, week, month, or year, and I'll see you soon. Peace.